What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button as you come in, hit that like button, hit that just share and subscribe buttons as you come into the room. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Because earlier today we went live. And it was a good one because we kind of sparked the interest of the internet, kind of set the internet on fire after Coach Prime made a tweet that kind of caught a lot of us off guard. So we're going to talk about that and more. And I think we got the phone lines fixed. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. We'll talk about it right after the bumper. What up, what up, what up, good people? My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, earlier today, we were on live. We went live as soon as the tweet came out, the infamous tweet, the deleted tweet. Some of you guys may not even know what I'm talking about. A tweet that Coach Prime himself, Deion Sanders, put out. Directly towards Shemar Stewart when Shemar Stewart, a five-star prospect out of Florida, put out his top three schools. His top three schools are Georgia, Miami, Texas A&M. Coach Prime tweets directly at Shemar Stewart and says, you should consider JSU Tigers. Go Tigers. And then everybody and their mama had something to say about the tweet, including myself. I'm talking about as soon as one of you guys, because shout out to y'all, because y'all are the awesome people that found this. I probably wouldn't even saw the tweet. I'm going to just be 100% honest. I was doing something else. As soon as y'all saw the tweet, y'all tagged me, and then we got on live, and we talked about it. So shout out to Jeffrey Shanks in the building. Shout out to K the Business Podcast. Shout out to Trucking with Tony, everybody in the building. Shout yourself out. Let me know what city you're from, because I also like to know what cities you guys are from, because that gives me an understanding of who's tuning in. So anyway, some more stuff has happened since the tweet. People have picked up the story because it was so crazy. We were the first. We actually were on live when Coach Prime or whoever did it, deleted the tweet. We were on live. We showed it. I snipped that. I'm gonna run that clip at some point. We snipped it, whatever. And so people were going back and forth because they didn't like the way I worded it. And I can be like, okay, maybe I didn't word it the best. I said, did he commit a violation? No, take that back. I worded it fine. What I worded was fine. But some people are like, Jeff, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to do more research. It's not a violation. You can do this. And then others are like, hell yeah, that was a violation. He shouldn't be doing that, blah, blah, blah. So nobody really knows the answer. All I know is he deleted the tweet. Those are the facts. The facts are, you can debate the facts, whether he was supposed to tweet him or whether it was legal or wasn't legal. The facts are he deleted the tweet. That's it. So we got Atlanta, Big Mike from Atlanta, Jeffries from DC. Let me read some of your comments, and then I'm gonna open the phone lines because I finally got my phone lines fixed. So by the way, I finally got that fixed. If you were on here early, you know I was having some trouble with that, but I finally got it fixed. But I'm gonna show you some other stuff. It says the spin by the JSU fans is crazy. I'm one of them too, but folks are kind of putting a little spin on it. But let's continue on. The spin by the JSU fans is crazy. No matter if it's legal, it just seemed tacky for how coaches should recruit. Never ever make it known you simping publicly. That's funny, Nathaniel. That is funny. So let me catch some of you up. We're actually going to read some from the Clarion Ledger. You guys know I got some friends over the Clarion Ledger. The Clarion Ledger is down there in Mississippi. So this should be, if anything, it would be biased reporting towards JSU, right? It would be biased reporting towards JSU. Shout out to my boy Kari Thompson. He works for the Clarion Ledger. He didn't write this article, but we're going to read directly from the Clarion Ledger. It says, Jackson State football coach Deion Sanders tweet at top 2022 recruit, then deletes it. Remember, we were all on here when that happened. Let's see. It says someone needs to teach Coach Prime about subtweeting. Someone needs to teach Coach Prime about subtweeting. Jackson State football coach Deion Sanders quoted a tweet by 2022 five-star defensive lineman Shemar Stewart on Friday, indicating that Sanders wanted Stewart to come play for him in Jackson. Stewart from Opa-locka, Florida, the number 10 overall prospect in the class of 2022, according to 24/7 Sports Composite. Stewart tweeted a graphic of his top 3 schools, Georgia, Texas A&M, and Miami, and the time of his commitment announcement next week. And then Coach Prime tweeted, should be go JSU Tigers. In a quote tweet, which is now deleted, it's time for a change. And then that is, the tweet. That was the original tweet by Shemar Stewart. And then it says, the problem, let's read this together. These ain't my words, fellas. So don't know how y'all like to tussle. For the TikTokers, know how y'all like to tussle. The problem, it's against NCAA rules to do what? To directly and publicly tweet at recruits. Now, that's what we thought. I didn't want to go on record saying it, but that's what I thought, because I had never seen that before. Once again, I had never seen a coach of any kind, position coach, coordinator, head coach, whatever, tweet directly at a recruit that wasn't signed. Publicly tweet at recruits. It's not a big deal, but it is against the rules. So once again, guys, do not fight me. If y'all got a problem with it, take it up with the Clarion Ledger. Take it up with the Clarion Ledger. Whether they have, Steven said they don't ever have the support of JSU. Well, whether they have support of JSU or not, they don't want to say it, and they ain't the only one, because we're going to pull up another article. So that is what they are saying. So that's just what it is. Shout out to Eduardo Charles from Johns Creek, Georgia. We got Johns Creek, Georgia in the building. So it looks like it might have been a slight rules. I don't think it's a big deal, but do I think it was a rules infraction? A slight one. And the indication to me that it was a rules infraction was the fact that he deleted it. Now, if you all remember, please tell me you remember when we were on live last time, a JSU affiliate. Is Ken Clark? What is he for Jackson State? I know he's an alumni. Does he work for the school? Does he what exactly does he do for it? Because he's really tied up with JSU. Now, if you remember, Mr. Clark, shout out to Ken Clark. I think he's a good dude. He tweeted me while we were on live. He tweeted me this. He says, the rule has been in place for almost 6 years, August 2016 to be exact. College coaches can tweet, retweet, and subtweet any potential recruit on their own page. By the way, Coach Prime didn't say anyone's name, just mentioned JSU. Go Tigers. Now, what I think Ken Clark is wrong, why I think he is slightly wrong here, because I don't think coaches, and the Clarion Ledger clearly doesn't think it, and Sports Illustrated clearly doesn't think that coaches can directly tweet recruits. And apparently Coach Prime don't think it neither, because Coach Prime deleted it. I think you can retweet recruits. I think you can subtweet recruits. I don't think you can tweet directly at the recruits. Now, somebody correct me. I mean, I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? These are just what I'm thinking, and this is just what I'm reading. Folks was telling me, do some more research. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So this is me doing some more research. I don't think you can directly tweet at a recruit. And I don't think Prime thinks it neither. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button too, guys. I don't think Coach Prime thinks you can either, because if he did, he wouldn't have deleted his tweet. Now, somebody, y'all in here telling me I'm wrong. I'm not opposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ken Clark is telling me I'm wrong too. Folks are telling me I'm wrong. But why would he delete the tweet? Just if you can do that, and if that is legal, one, why have I never seen that before ever? And two, why did he delete the tweet? You guys know I root for JSU. You guys know I am a JSU supporter. G-Man, hey, I'm really loving what Gramblin's doing. You guys know I'm a G-Man too, but I support JSU. So, like we gotta do things that make sense. I'm all about like the facts. I'm all about what's taking place. Now, Ken is telling me, just like that other man who I just pulled up the comments said I'm wrong. Ken's telling me I'm wrong too. So, but I now, after looking at things, my other instinct was maybe they have Shemar signed. Maybe Shemar's already signed, and that is why Coach Prime made the tweet. Maybe they have Shemar signed, and maybe that's why Coach Prime made the tweet. Like, that can also be an option. And I'm not totally ruling that out. I am not totally ruling that out. Now, some folks are asking, like Wellington Oaks is asking, what was the tweet? Well, let me go ahead and pull up the SI article because I'm pretty sure they have the tweet on the SI article. Let me see. We're going to read the SI article too, because we're all about transparency, and I'm all about, hey, if I'm wrong, just tell me. Shoot, I'm not above saying, yeah, you guys are right and I'm wrong. I'm not above any of that. So let's look. This is the SI article. First of all, you guys made this go viral because we were live when it took place. We were talking about it. We were live during the hour that the tweet was put out, and we were live when the tweet was deleted. We were live during all of that. You can go check my last live. We watched it all take place. It was a bunch of y'all, too. It was a couple hundred of y'all. It says, Jackson State football coach Deion Sanders has brought the Tigers into the forefront of college football over the last year, whether it's been guiding JSU to their first 11-win season in program history this fall or flipping consensus 2022 five-star. He said wide receiver. They kind of messed up. This is kind of lose their credibility a little bit. Wide receiver, cornerback Travis Hunter from Florida State on early signing day. Sanders has kept the FCS program in the spotlight. Sanders made news once again on Friday afternoon on the recruiting trail, but this time it was for something Sanders would probably like to have back. These are their words, not mine. Don't fight me. I know how y'all like to tussle. Sanders, who was pretty active on Twitter, quote tweeted a tweet posted by consensus 2022 five-star defensive lineman Shemar Stewart, who was promoting his commitment decision among finalists Georgia, Texas A&M, and Miami. NCAA rules restrict coaches from directly tweeting at student athletes until they sign a national letter of intent. Let's read this all together, guys. It says NCAA rules restrict coaches from directly tweeting at student athletes until they sign a national letter of intent. These are not my words. These are the words of other men, of other journalists. You guys might say, you're not a journalist. You don't know what you're talking about. I need to do more research. Well, I'm going to the journalists. If I'm just a stupid YouTuber, I'm going to the journalists, and the journalists are saying that they violated. Now, Veronica brings up a good question. Do we know that Prime controls his account 100% of the time? That we know he does not. I can answer this one, Veronica. Prime does not control any of his social media accounts 100% of the time. I can answer that. The problem with that, there's two problems with it, and I don't think any head coach at any college controls their social media 100% of the time, especially accounts that are as active as Deion Sanders. And here's the problem with that. One is because you do that because so you can get and 100% engagement. So when he's out coaching, when he's out doing stuff, teaching stuff, there's still stuff being posted. There's still engagement. There's still stuff going on, even when he can't physically do it because he's doing something else or he's in a hospital like he was for a month or whatever. But the problem with that is if he didn't put out this tweet, you run into issues like that. Of course, Coach Prime probably knows all the rules, and there's not 100% sure that Coach Prime is the one who put out the tweet. As Veronica stated, we don't know we know he doesn't control his stuff all the time. But this is the issue. Whether it was an intern at Jackson State, an intern or a worker for Barstool, a worker or intern somewhere else that put out that tweet, it still is assigned to Deion Sanders. It still has the Deion Sanders blue check mark. It still is Deion Sanders' account. And so therefore it is in violation of the NCAA rules. It's not a major infraction, guys. Let's be clear. This is not a major infraction. Like, this is actually super minor. Like, this is a minor infraction. But at the end of the day, it is an infraction. It is like it was wrong. It shouldn't have happened. And that's why we had never seen it done before, because it probably shouldn't ever be done, because it is a minor infraction. That is one thing we have to take into consideration. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, guys. Thumbs up. I'm gonna read some of your comments and then I'm gonna open up these phone lines. So there's that. There's that, fair enough. We say it is what it is. I wanted to show you guys something else too. So somebody was like, I like addressing stuff straight up. And you guys know I get to, especially if you leave a comments during the chat, it's hard because a lot of comments be coming through in the chat. But like when you leave comments on my videos, you guys know I respond to all of them. And so one of the things somebody said to me that I thought was pretty funny was, if you're the only person talking about this story, it's probably a reason for that because it's probably not a story. And I was like, maybe there's some truth about that. Or maybe I was just the first person to talk about it. Like maybe we were ahead of if you were in on this live and you were here, maybe we were just ahead of the game. Maybe everybody had to play catch up. And so then I Googled, I just did a simple Google search, Deion Sanders, Shemar Stewart. And why wouldn't you see this? The top stories. Jackson State football coach Deion Sanders tweets at top 2022. That was that Clarion Ledger article we just read. Then there was an article by The Spun. Deion Sanders may have committed a recruiting violation today. And then there was an article by someplace called Saturday Down South. Deion Sanders raises NCAA rules issues with social media activity towards top recruits. So here's the thing. That dude, whoever tweeted me and said, maybe you're reporting on something that you shouldn't be because it's not a story. Well, it seems that these other media outlets seem to think it was a story too. We were just first. That was it. Us in the chat, you guys watching, me talking about it. We were just first. Sorry, not sorry. I hate the, what I'm saying? I hate the fact that we were first, but you know what I'm saying? Like, other people picked the story up too. Shout out to you guys because you guys sent it to me. I got on live. We got to discussing it. And other folks seemed to think it was a story too. So they picked it up, but they were just happened to be after us. Like that was all. Now, once again, do I think this is a major thing? No, this is not a major thing. This is not, it might be a minor infraction. Is this going to stop anything that Jackson State has going on? Is this going to stop anything that Deion Sanders has going on? Is this going to be a black mark on Jackson State, on Ashley Robinson, on Deion Sanders? Hell no. This ain't going to be a problem at all. And the reason, and even because if this was a major recruiting violation, Deion Sanders wouldn't want to be seen, wouldn't want to be talking to nobody, wouldn't want to be doing nothing. This is like super, super minor. It was just something that caught us all off guard. It was just something to you know what I'm saying? Something that's like, whoa. It was like, whoa, I never seen that before. And we got on here talking, and all I said was, did he commit a violation? And it seems like he might have committed a minor violation. And it was like, I just had never seen it before. And the reason why, and to further that point, because this is what I like doing, guys. I like interacting with you all, and I like bringing stuff full circle. And another reason why we know this is a super, super minor violation. One, because these recruits out here getting a bunch of money from a bunch of schools, as Steven points out. But also, Coach Prime ain't running from nobody. If you go to Coach Prime's Instagram right now, let's go to his Instagram. Let's pull it up. This is Coach Prime. This is the blue check mark. Let's let him know this is the real deal. So you go to his stories. You look at, he's always got some good Bible quotes, some good motivational stuff. Success. Let's read this one. Success with confidence and peace will even cause a family member to turn on you. Woo! Coach Prime, even a family member to turn on you. That's rough. I don't know. Maybe Coach Prime was going through it earlier today. This is the Shador. But this right here. Let's stop. Let's stop. For my Jackson people, Jackson, shout yourself out. If you from Jackson, Mississippi, if you in here from Jackson, you a JSU reporter, shout yourself out. But for my Jackson people, I don't know much about Jackson, Mississippi. I ain't never been there. But for my Jackson people, it looks like Coach Prime is going to be at a place called Johnny T's Bistro and Blues. Ooh, that food sound fire. A place called Johnny T's gotta have some fire food. But Coach Prime is going to be at Johnny T's Bistro and Blues this Sunday. If he was scared about what he tweeted out, would he be out at Johnny T's Bistro and Blues this weekend? Like, would he just be, you know what I'm saying? Johnny T's is a nice joint. Hey, shout out to Johnny T's, Brandon, Mississippi. Shout out to Veronica from Brandon, Mississippi. The best food. Ooh, Johnny T's. Hey, when I come to Jackson this fall, because I'm coming to a Jackson State game this fall, I got to check out Johnny T's because y'all saying like this is fire. It's a nice place. He loves Johnny T's. This is a nice place, bro. Yeah, I got to check me out some Johnny T's. But back to my point. The point is he's going to be at Johnny T's. When you see Coach Prime, ask him about the tweet. For the people that's down there in Jackson, Mississippi, that is going to pull up on Coach Prime at the brunch and watch party, the championship Sunday, I believe championship Sunday brunch and watch party, ask him about the tweet. Ask him about it because that's kind of funny. Now, if someone says Joseph's like, oh, he put that out before he deleted it, but he's still going to show up. He deleted it. He put it out. He deleted it. He's still going to show up. Ask him about it. Ask him about it because that's going to be funny. What he's going to do, what Deion Sanders going to do, he's going to laugh. He's going to laugh about it, and he's going to say what I said earlier. Players mess up too. Whether it was him, he ain't going to throw. If it wasn't him, he ain't going to throw whoever did it under the bus. Players mess up too. Pull up to Johnny T's because Johnny T's sound like it's fire. I ain't never had Johnny T's, but it just sound fire. And y'all keep telling me like it's the best food. Y'all keep saying Johnny T's is like that. So he will be, Coach Prime will be, let me make this big again. He will be at Johnny T's this Sunday, January 30th at the, I believe, Championship Sunday brunch and watch party. So, this is what's taking place. I never had this essential water. Yo, this stuff fire. That's my first time having it. That is really good stuff. So yeah, that is what happening with Coach Prime. And I think and so someone else told me this too. I was sent this. I just seen this comment. He said, man, I better not do that joke. Just ask him about it, man. Just ask him like, hey, just y'all ain't got to do it out loud and like in front of everybody. Just walk up to coach and be like, hey, coach, you know what I'm saying? Hey, coach, hey, coach, that tweet about Shemar, you messed up on that, didn't you? Hey, you ain't got to tell nobody. You players mess up too, boss. You messed that one up, didn't you? And he gonna laugh, you know what I'm saying? Or he might be like Steven saying, look at you crazy. So Amber said, don't make Johnny T's, man, y'all hyping this. Hey, if I go to Johnny T's this fall and Johnny T's ain't everything in a bag of chips, all that in a bag of chips, y'all gonna have some problems with me. Now, Amber says y'all don't make Coach. That's funny. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, dude, you ain't got to talk to him. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Tony says Shemar visited campus recently. This is not the first time that I've heard this. This is not the first time that I heard that Shemar Stewart visited Jackson State recently. Tony is not the first person to say that. Someone else DM'd me and said that Shemar was on JSU's campus. So that could, once again, Shemar could be signed or committed or whatever, and we just don't know. And maybe the whole delete tweet was a publicity stunt, and Deion was willing to take the little slap on the wrist of, whatever could possibly come with that. But we don't know. I don't know. This is not, Tony is not the first person to say that. Someone else also sent me that Shemar Stewart was on Jackson State's campus. I cannot confirm that. I've heard that a couple of times, but I cannot confirm whether that's true or not. So what else y'all talking about? I said the crab cakes is like that. At Johnny T's, the crab cakes is like that. Get the lamb, someone says. Oh my goodness, Johnny T served lamb? That sounds fire. Coach Brown would say, did you like it? That'd be pretty funny. Okay. So let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. I think we got the phone thing fixed out. Call in number 502-365-5813. 502-365-5813. I want to hear from some of you guys about what's taking place. The deleted tweet, the tweet gate is what I'm calling it. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, and tweet gate. So what do y'all think about Tweetgate? There goes the call-in number. You can call in. I think we got it all figured out. We'll find out as soon as this first person calls in. And Tweetgate is funny. And I thought it was funny. But it looks like it might have been a minor violation. Tweetgate, Jackson State, Coach Prime. Hit that thumbs up button, by the way. And I came on here because I think I figured out Jackson State's schedule too, by the way. I think I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow about how I figured out Jackson State's schedule. But we're here today to talk about Tweetgate, what you guys have to say about Tweetgate, the mysterious tweet that, or maybe we're not going to get any calls. We had a bunch of calls last time and my phone was, I couldn't figure it out. But my phone, Tiffany Green and her sidekick, not her sidekick. Y'all call it, don't disrespect Jay Walker. Tiffany Green and her sidekick, Eater Johnny T. Johnny T's got to be like that. Y'all hyping Johnny T's. Johnny T's really got to be like that because everybody seems to like it. Now, like I said, Coach Prime going to be at Johnny T's on Sunday for the NFL championship game weekend. Y'all can ask him about it. Y'all can ask him about Tweetgate. He might respond. Coach don't curse. Coach don't really curse. He might tell you to shut the freak up. He might tell you to shut the freak up or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, by the way. And tomorrow, like I said, we're going to be talking about both JSU and Grambling schedule because I think I figured out 10. I think JSU, typically they only play 8 SWAC games. I think Jackson State is going to play 10 SWAC games this fall. I think they're going to play 10 SWAC games this fall. I will tell you the 10 games that I've come up with. Some of you in the comments have already figured out who the 10 teams are. Some of you already know who the 10 teams are, but I think they're going to play 10 SWAC games this fall, and then the 11th game will be Tennessee State. So we'll talk about that tomorrow, but you know, this is the Tweetgate. The Tweetgate definitely set the internet on fire earlier today, and we were one of the first people. Me and you guys were one of the first people to actually see it. We actually saw it, and you know, immediately I was like, "Yo, is this a violation? Yo, is this? You know what I'm saying? Is this a problem? Is this supposed to be happening?" And folks were telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. Folks was telling me like I was just trying to make stuff up, and it's like it wasn't it at all, man. I'm just showing you what I see. I'm literally just quite showing you what I see. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. So yeah, Tweetgate took place today, set the internet on fire. Let me see. But this is, like I said, this is if it is anything, it's gonna be super minor. Like, don't think you're gonna lose no scholarships or nothing like that. Don't think anything bad is gonna happen to the JSU program. Like Jackson State's really in a really, really good spot. Like Jackson State, let's be real for a second. Jackson State moving forward is in a great spot. You guys have flooded my comments and telling me about a new stadium that's coming. New sponsorships have come in. Everything is going to be new in the next 2 years. 2 years. Everything is going to be new on Jackson State's campus, both for students and especially for athletics. I just pray, this is me being a fan, but also being a realistic. I just pray Coach Prime is there for the long haul. Me personally, I've been one to say that I don't think he's leaving before his son, Shemar Sanders, who's the youngest one, leaves. I just don't see him leaving his son behind. Now, there were reports that came out that he interviewed for the TCU job. Nobody's really been able to confirm. Obviously, he denied it. So, you know, we don't really know what happened with that. But I just wholeheartedly do not believe that he will leave before Shemar Sanders' eligibility is up. If you want to call into the show, it's 502-365-5813, 502-365-5813. I don't know if like the calls just ain't coming through if y'all ain't calling, but it is what it is. But a lot of great things are happening to JSU and a lot of great things are happening to the SWAC because of what Deion Sanders is doing. Now, we can't act like there aren't other great things happening in the SWAC. Grambling, I mean, oh my God. First of all, for the Grambling fans, I know what some of y'all in here right now. How many scholarships does Grambling have? Like, let's be honest. How many scholarships do the G-men have? Y'all got another commit today. Y'all got a whole nother commit today from a JUCO defensive lineman. I think he was ranked in, and he is a beast from what I understand. I don't know. I haven't done any tape breakdown, but I do know there was another commitment to the G-men today. And it's like, sheesh, like, dude, how many scholarships does this team have? This young man, Xavier, I don't want to butcher that last name because I know I will. Xavier Kuzar, another G-Man commit, another Grambling commit, JUCO transfer, defensive lineman, the new era. I mean, Grambling got to have about 50 scholarships because there ain't no way they keep getting a new commit every single day. Like literally every single day, there's a new cat saying he's going to Grambling. Let's see. What does it say? Scholarships can be split in FCS. That's interesting. That's interesting because Grambling getting a whole lot of ballers. Grambling got about 50 commits in this one class. It says Lane Kiffin just went to the West Coast to recruit a transfer portal. Yeah, no, he would get Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart's going to Ole Miss. That's what you're talking about. Jackson Dart transfer from USC to Ole Miss. It says, dude, how can the internet be set ablaze when you're the only one talking about it? No, it was CBW. We proved that wasn't true. We just showed the other articles. We were just first. We were just first, but we disproved that one. So that one wasn't true at all. But Grambling got a bunch of commits in the last week. Grambling is going crazy on the recruiting trail, so don't sleep on the G-Men. We're going to break down their schedule probably tomorrow or Sunday. And for the Jackson State fans, for the JSU fans, CJ Holmes and James Houston are playing in the NFL. What's that? The NFL Network bowl game, the Senior Bowl, senior game that's taking place on NFL Network on the 28th. Be sure to check, or not. Well, no, not 28th, 29th, rather. They're going to be playing in that game Saturday. It's out in Los Angeles. It's out at the Rose Bowl out in LA. James Houston, CJ Holmes will be playing in that game for the JSU fans. So that is going to be good to watch. I am getting out of here, guys. We broke down Tweetgate. It is what it is. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the Black Boss channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeff Lightsy Jr. If you want to follow me, because we saw Tweetgate initially on Twitter. So if you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, it's at JLightsy7. My Twitter is at JLightsy7. It's me, Jeff Lightsy Jr. I was fortunate enough to get verified, so you can follow my Twitter. It's right there. That's how we discovered about Tweetgate, and we'll keep things going over there on Twitter. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and I will see you next time. Peace.